Private credit, yeah, it's in some way, there's a lot of good stuff. These folks came forward, direct lending, private credit, like they'll sign a unitranche deal. They will do the covenants differently. They'll moderate it, they'll modify it for the owner or stuff like that. They know the business. They might be a long-term investor, so they're not going to be asking the business to do stupid short-term things to meet, covenants. It could be good owners. It could be a good thing. And the fact you can stay private for long is probably a good thing. The fact you can raise private capital in your private company is probably a good thing. The fact that you can that's all good. But not all the people doing it are good. And so I think some of these people are brilliant. I mean, so I know them all. We bank a lot of them. They're clients of ours, but they're not all good. And the problem in financial markets is often caused by the not good one, the people who make the mistakes, and that you have liquid products. Maybe they're not properly marked. They have not been stress tested. Do people really fully understand what I said about interest rates affecting what these things are worth? Do they? And if a little old lady finds out that she can't get her money back, and there may have been disclosure there saying, this money's locked up for 5 years, but you know what? Retail clients tend to circle the block and call their senators and congressmen, and there could be hell to pay. And and the transparency around the marks and the lack of research, the lack of rating sometimes. Even I've seen a couple of these deals that were rated by a rating agency, and I have to confess it shocked me what they got rated. So it reminds me a little bit of mortgages. Okay, and then they're going to blame the banks on the mortgages, and so the rating agencies were rating them. They said they're AA or AAA, but they effectively weren't because they the analysis about the subprime component of it. So there may be problems here. I don't think it's systemic, but I do expect to be problems.